Hey, it's Michael Gardner. This is my 2017 CSCS Time Attack Championship Round 4 recap. Get ready for the best video of your life. So this event starts with a montage of me getting ready for the event on Friday and Saturday. I literally wore a GoPro on my head for several hours, and I'm not going to put the footage in the movie just because I wore a GoPro on my head for a couple hours. So yeah, no matter how boring this footage is, it's definitely making the final cut of the film. I might even find some no copyright music and put it in the background just to make the time pass a little quicker. That'll be just like every other video on YouTube. And ready, go. So I'm at the event, and you can kind of see in the video that I go from kind of dejected that there's not a lot of immediate competition to slightly puzzled that it's not easier to go faster. But I set a goal at this event to stay on top of changing track conditions and to sort of be more on top of the setup changes that were occurring as I was getting feedback from the car as the track was changing. Part of that was to use the practice sessions later in the day, as they would probably be more representative of the track conditions during the time attack final. I finally just decided to give this event 100% effort, just like I'd planned to all year. You know, conditions weren't bad. I had a brand new set of tires. I don't make it out to Shannonville Motorsports Park that often. The next round is at Toronto Motorsports Park, and I knew that by giving it max effort at Shannonville, I would use up my best part of the tires and I wouldn't get as good a crack at Toronto Motorsports Park next round. But I never go to Shannonville Motorsports Park, and I can go to Toronto Motorsports Park literally anytime I want. So I kind of made a decision. Well, I'm here. You never know when you're going to get this chance again, so I decided to just go for it this time. So I was at the event. I decided to use my brand new tires. Unlike the last 2 rounds at Toronto Motorsports Park, this time I had a brand new set of Pirelli DS slicks, and I wasn't quite mentally prepared for the grip difference between brand new tires and 1-year-old 4 heat cycle old tires. The grip difference was quite staggering. Hey, it's Mike. I made it to Shannonville. It was about a 5-hour trip for me. Anytime I pull out the camera, everyone thinks I'm being really weird, so I'm going to keep this short. Time to set up camp. I'll check in the morning.
Oh really? Well, that's pretty bad there too.
Okay, good morning. It's the 20th. I'm at the CSCS event at Shannonville, round 4. The first practice session already went. I sat it out. My goal today is to use the later practice sessions instead of the earlier ones, just so the setup is closer to track conditions when I actually go out, because what I've been doing is rushing to get on in the morning, and then the track has changed by the afternoon and the setup isn't quite the same. So today is going to do the opposite. I'm going to use the afternoon sessions more than the morning. I'm going to go out for my first session in a couple minutes and just use it as a shakedown just to see what's going on. I already missed qualifying 1, doesn't matter. I'm going to head out for qualifying 2 and just do a couple easy laps, refamiliarize myself with the layout, and you know, my strategy as of right now is, you know, not really push today. I don't really have to. There's no one in my class. I'm going to get the win anyways. Pretty much locked up the season championship, which means I might sit out round 5 as well. So pretty easy day. I'm just going to chill out. Try not to use up too much of my stuff. Try not to use too much gas. Try not to use too much gas. Try not to use too much fuel. And try not to use too much brakes. And have a little bit of fun. Okay, so qualifying session 2, my first session is in the books. I ran a personal best, 154.497, and puts me about 4th fastest so far. Still debating whether I'm going to push today or not. The 154 was pretty easy. I didn't really run into, I really wasn't pushing too hard. I see that the APH Viper ACR may be out again today, so that might be a little rematch, and it might be some motivation to push a little harder. So I'm not sure yet. But the 154 was pretty easy. I'm gonna see if I can get down to 152. Maybe I'll try for that next session, depending on if there's a lot of traffic. And yeah, I guess that's the update for now. The next qualifying session is qualifying session 3, and it's at 12:45 supposedly, but they're probably a little bit behind schedule. So.
I think that's the first thing we're gonna buy next week, Mike. The welder, yeah. I got all the bag at home. I have my own bag at home. We got to take a little one like this. That would be pretty handy.
So 2 sessions are in the books, 2 out of 3. I sat out one of them. On the second session I didn't improve at all. Once again, it's the same as last time I was here. As the track gets hotter, grip gets harder and harder to come by. So we went on a track walk last night, and the concrete surface is very rough. It's just down to the aggregate stones in the concrete. It's not like a smooth asphalt. It's a very uneven surface. And I noticed as this session the track temperature was way up, and the car was very loose in all of the decreasing radius turns. I got off the track and checked the tire pressures, and the fronts were at about 27 and the rears were at about 28. So I dropped the rear pressures to about the same, and I increased the rebound setting on the front 1 click, and I took 1 click of compression out of the back. So I'm hoping those little changes make the car a little more neutral. And as far as the rest goes, I'm not sure. I'm just trying to stay on top of the changing track conditions this time. I'm trying to run in the afternoon. There's a session coming up at 1:30 and one at 2. The car's still pretty hot from the last session. I might let it cool down just a bit more. I might only do the 2 o'clock, only the 2 o'clock time. We'll have to see. Alright, time for out with the old, in with the new. Gonna put the fresh slicks on. It's kind of the same as 2015 when I was here. As the temperature gets hotter in the afternoon, the grip goes away on the track. So the fresh tires ought to get me a little bit of time. I'm still not able to go faster than 54.5, despite putting in more effort. It's just the grip isn't there this afternoon. The car's loose all the time, so I've tried to make a couple suspension changes, and the fresh tires are going on, so we'll see if that is a help. I don't think I have anybody in my class. I'm not sure the Viper is running, so I'm kind of just going for fun. I seem kind of bored today, but it's going okay. All right, I'll check in later. All right, here we go, final session. I'm just gonna send it. Basically no pressure. I'm the only guy who's qualified in the class. So just a matter of trying to set a decent time. It might be my last CSCS event of the year, so. Thanks for the help.
No worries at all. Is this full of oil?
Yeah.
Oh, really? He hasn't started his car yet, don't worry about it. And Grossi stopped on the track. So, chill out.
Thanks. They wanted to move up.
You gonna leave it running or no?
Yeah.
You shut it off.
Yeah,
It's open.
I know. I just didn't say gas.
Yeah, Grossi's like,
Here,
Grossi's on the track, so.
I'll start it, I'll rev it, and then close it. So I'm gonna start it,
Yep,
and then when I rev it, you see that oil pressure build,
yep.
close it.
What pressure do you want to be at?
100, 120.
Okay.
Ready? Hey, it's Mike. This wraps up the event. We did it. We pulled off the win. I don't want to post out here for too long, so I feel like everyone thinks I'm being really weird. Makes me self-conscious. But yep, I was proud of today's result. We won. 151.299 was the official time. It establishes the unlimited rear-wheel drive record for the track. We won the class. We've clinched the championship with 1 round to go. So anyways, I don't want to post too long here at the track. I want to hit the road. But anyways, yep, we did it. I'll post more tomorrow. And yeah, okay, it's been great. See ya. So you can see at the end of the video, I'm a lot happier. I'm saying we won the event. Yes, that wasn't that hard, as I was the only person who had been competing in my class. But more than that, we're able to lock up the season championship, which is something that I didn't really think that I could win going into it. And that makes this car, which has largely been unchanged since 2013, it's now won the CSCS Unlimited Championship, the CSCS Super Street Championship twice, the CSCS Street Championship, the Ontario Time Attack Overall Championship, the SGT1 Championship and Novice Championship with Ontario Time Attack. So that's 7 championships, and the car is largely unchanged since 2013. I kind of liked literally every person who doesn't know the car up at the event was coming up to the car and saying, wow, like this thing sure is fast. How much power does that put to the wheel? 500, 600 horsepower? And I'm like, nope, not even close. And that's why I like putting the data overlay on the video. You can see that the car isn't really achieving anything out of this world. The acceleration, the braking, the lateral cornering forces are not something that's unattainable. Yes, they're very good. They're not something that you're going to get right out of the box with a lot of cars, but at the same time, you don't have to overbuild a car in order to compete. You can build something somewhat rational and go out, still have fun, and set something, set some reasonable times that are going to keep up with, most of the field. So the next round is supposed to be the CSCS season finale, round 5 at Toronto Motorsports Park. That's generally the largest CSCS event of the year. I'm actually debating whether or not I'll attend. There's nothing else that I can really gain by going, nothing else I can really win. So if I go, I'm just going to be really using up more fuel. The tires don't matter because they're spent anyways. And, there's nothing else to really be gained from that other than just going out and having fun and taking a beating. I still probably will go, but it's really, compared to Shannonville, just going to be a basic effort, a couple parade laps just to close out the season. My real focus is on the M1 Speed Ring competition in Detroit at the end of the month. One of my side goals for the year was to run a 114 in competition at Toronto Motorsports Park. But basically I had to choose what was more important, to run Shannonville or run Toronto Motorsports Park. If I had the tires that I had last round at Toronto Motorsports Park on September 17th, and the track conditions were good, confident I could run a 114. The tires are just that much faster than what I've been using. But I've already used them, and I really beat them up in the attempt. Shannonville is a really rough track, and I went really hard on those tires, so I'm not sure how much life they have left in them. I'm also kind of arriving at the end of the year debate of, do I finally upgrade the car? Let me know what you would do in the comments section. It's not that easy a choice. It's the car's been really reliable. I was talking to people at the event. It's almost never broken in competition. I lost a clutch in 2015. I lost the original motor in 2012. And I lost a fuel injector in 2015. I overheated the car a bit as well in 2015. But overall, the number of events that this car has entered, it's almost never retired. It's always been very bulletproof. So that part about the car I can't complain about. So I hope you thought the video was okay. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. Even if you like, wow, this guy sure is terrible. Don't forget to share because every view counts. I don't mind one way or the other. And that's about a wrap for this video. And I forgot how I wanted to end it. So I'm going to push the stop button. So that's a wrap for this video. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Please like, please subscribe, and share if you want. And we'll catch you next time, either at CSCS round 5, or if I decide not to attend, at M1 Speed Ring in Detroit.